Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're going to be back in Minecraft today, picking up where we left off on the command center. There is always something to do these days on this build, and so we're trying to expand to level 4, work out some ideas for the roof. I've actually got some ideas from the Enigma Man on YouTube for some roof details, but we're not quite there yet, but they look really cool. So I'm hoping that we can come up with a few things for the roof, but really right now we just have to get the bulk of the structure work done. And so I've been trading with some quartz. I did some AFK in between streams. I didn't stream yesterday. I had some other stuff I had to take care of, and so when I was doing that, I logged into Minecraft at MacCast's Froglight farm and got myself a good 9 stacks of Froglights. So we should be good to finish some of the other stuff that we started the other day that we didn't get to finish. So that should be cool. I still don't know how we're going to handle the elevators to the next floor. I also need to think about the outside. So there's a bunch of things that we kind of have to bounce back and forth between today, but it should be a pretty straightforward stream. So let's just dive right in. We've got Dan Grice working on a 5 stream streak. Thanks very much, Dan. Good to see you as always. Nadila is here. So is SweetSandi. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. I need more, well, I need more frames is what I need. I don't know what is going on with my PC. I really feel like I should be getting a lot more with this video card. I'm hoping that there's not something more wrong with the build. That would be very frustrating. So as per usual, we're going to start off by grabbing some extra quartz. And then seeing if there's anything that we need to finish off with quartz and the Froglights. I do know I want to change the floor in here, so maybe we'll, if I can't really figure out what's next upstairs, maybe I'll work on changing this floor up. Two stacks and 16, not bad, not bad. Oh, I'm gonna take those emeralds. I get more from you? Not yet. I might have more carrots. Might have them stored. Nope. Thought I had more food somewhere. Oh, I do have more emeralds. Nice. Okay. That'll work. I don't need the cookies then. Unfortunately, we're still knocking out the wall here. To come back here and grab carrots from time to time. I really need to see if there's anything else running on my PC that's causing problems. Steam is running in the background, but it shouldn't be causing this much issue. No, that should be fine. Mint refresh. Been a while since I've been here on stream. Thought I'd linger while I did some chores. Nice. Very cool. Really impressed with how this is coming together from the podcast. Thanks very much, Mint. That's nice of you to say. I am new to sci-fi building. I'm not new to sci-fi in general. Like, I'm a huge fan, always have been. But I'm definitely new to this kind of building in Minecraft. I guess I shouldn't say I'm new to sci-fi building, because I do build, I mean, Satisfactory is a sci-fi game by nature. So I've got that sort of background, but I certainly don't, I wouldn't say that I'm a robust sci-fi builder. So we've got lots of frog lights now. And I'll grab some quartz stairs. Maybe I'll even make some more. I have all of this stuff here. Can't remember where. I think it was down here. So we've got lights there. Got all the lights in here. Oh, I missed a couple. Gotta fix that. We did all purple glass. We've got all purple frog lights. I don't think I was going to put any subfloor lighting up here. I feel like I might want to, but maybe those cast enough. I kind of want to put something underneath this, as if it's being like it's projecting. It's hard in the daytime here because there's so much light in here in the daytime. But we can do that space. So I'll need some frog lights. I think I'm missing these on the other side too. Oh no, there's no room. Maybe if we have skylights here, we need to have some sort of like strip of light or something up there. I guess it depends on whether we have space. We probably don't. I don't know how much that slopes up there. Grab some frog lights and probably it. I knew I ran out somewhere. Good. Thing up here is good. I'm just curious now. I wanted to run something in that space. I don't think we have the room. That's good to know. So one of the things that I was thinking about as I was designing and looking at this is it needs to be a little bit more robust where it connects, which I think is going to push the bottom of it up a little bit. I think we're going to want to come out with probably some of this deep slate. I think that's going to be cool. And I liked this space here. And that will give room for some elevators, which may not be on the outside. The elevators could potentially be on the inside here. I think what I would like to do is kind of create depth on this space as well. So maybe what we'll do to start today is actually fill in the top of this rough octagon, delete this old one, and put this one in. Even though it might get a little bit bigger, I think that might be worth doing. Blast Jordan, hello. So first things first, let's get a grander idea for what the top of this is going to look like as far as space goes. I'm just going to bring this whole thing with me. And I don't need that. Bring some of this. So the idea is that it's going to be 5 deep. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it just goes back 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should probably bring some of this with me too. Two, 3, 4, 5. Now, I need to remember where it actually lines up to. This is on the gap. Okay, that should be pretty easy to spot. So this is the edge. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17 sounds familiar? Can't believe we're reaching a roof on this. Yeah, I mean, part of the problem is going to be lighting it. It's going to be very dark once we put a roof on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Huh. Maybe this isn't the right spot. It's not. Okay. Good to know. That needs to be 2 more. That was 15, 16. This is 17. So it goes there. This is why we do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. It is not a build for people that are easily irked out by heights in video games. I remember one of the first things that I built in Minecraft was a version of Snake Mountain from He-Man. And I did it in a world where I was sharing it with Steven and his sons. Eventually I just ended up downloading it and doing it on my own. But I remember a couple of times jumping off the head of the snake into what was a lake below. So so you had a soft place to land. But my gosh, like it was like being on a roller coaster. Like when you're first playing it, I was playing on a 27-inch iMac, I think, and like the pit of your stomach just drops. Now this roof is obviously wrong. We'll have to make those changes at some point. One, two, three, four, five. I think that's how I did it. Yeah. Clearly opens up many tricks and opportunities for lighting builds. I don't feel like it's cheaty either. There was an old Minecraft mod that would added floodlights that would create light where it pointed it. Would love something like that if it was added to vanilla. Yeah, the way that light works in Minecraft is funny because it doesn't work the way that real light works. You can bump it along with shaders sometimes, and that's helpful, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe vibrant visuals will be a little bit better. If anything, I think, unfortunately, vibrant visuals, some things are going to get darker. But I would really like if lights. I think now that lighting is so, what's the way to say this? It's less involved with, it's less involved with spawning. So I don't think you need to have lighting in Minecraft tied to a limit of 15. I don't think that's as big a deal as it used to be. 4, 5. Ah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it right over the gap? And does it lines up with that too, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, that's gonna be easy to remember. Sweet. All right, cool. So it lines up both with the gap and with the edge of the deep slate. I don't know whether this is going to make this feel a little bit uninteresting from the side, because this is all kind of like lining up a bit, and I don't know whether that is going to feel kind of straight and boring. We might have to add some layers to it. I mean, we're going to have to add some layers to hide the elevator anyway. Lines up the side, lines up that. So we got that goes like that. Oh, this is the old one, right? Okay. I'm gonna double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Yep. Two, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually. I'm so glad we kept all the stone that we were digging up from different projects and working on with the mining and the witch farm and everything like that from years ago, because it means even from West Hill we've got lots of stuff. That should be it. Yep. 2, 3, 5. So this is at the right height. No, it's the wrong height. Right, okay. I imagine that Vibrant Visuals should open the door for more complex lighting systems. I knew Bedrock has the tech for colored lighting, but if Vibrant Visuals makes it possible on Java, I can't imagine Mojang wouldn't implement it. Yeah, I would love to be able to put like purple glass in front of a frog light or any light source and have it change the color of the light being cast. You can get it sometimes with shaders in Java, but it's usually at the sacrifice of great performance. Like I think I was complaining earlier. Like I'm only getting 50 something 60 frames a second, 70 if I stay still. But if I turn shaders off, that changes dramatically. Like that's 135. Like I'm not going to be able to see more than 120. Like my eyeball is not going to be able to pick up more than 120 frames a second, right? So what I'm still getting is some frame skips though, which is frustrating even without the shaders on. But this just doesn't look whoops. This just doesn't look as impressive without the shaders. It's still big, but it's not that. Cast shadows. Even if you're not playing with the most robust shaders, there's some really simple shaders out there that you can get that will just simply cast shadows. And I think it really, really helps. I also have a shader pack. I'm using complementary Evolved, I think. Is it H? No. Video setting. No. Yes. Video shader packs. Reimagined. There's an option inside of Reimagined for pixelated shadows. So it looks like, if I do my own person, where's my... So like my shadow is pixelated like a Minecraft shadow should be. And I started using that in West Hill, and I thought it was really cool. We may end up raising these, be a little bit taller. what we're laying out here might end up being the inside dimensions. That did not keep me on like it should have. Oh, come on. Now, in the artwork, these actually don't connect all the way, but I think for the sake of the overall layout, we'll just connect these. We'll eventually probably chop some of this away for depth, but for now, we'll just make it like one big octagonal box, like a quality street tin. Every time you turn the shaders off, I'm like, it's not bad without them. Then you put them back on, and I realize, oh yes, why I use shaders. I struggled for years with a machine that just could not handle shaders. And so I very much appreciate the fact that I can at least do it now. It's not, it still doesn't perform quite the way that I want it to. I don't know if we're going to do this on all of them, but I wanted to at least get an idea of how thick the wall is. Oh, I meant to get more rockets when I was down there. Sandy, you like the look of vanilla Minecraft without shaders? I think the thing that I find and have always found about shaders is that I think it looks cool as a novelty until shaders started taking into consideration the art direction of Minecraft and doing pixelated stuff or making it look like it was accenting and highlighting the cartoony nature of Minecraft as opposed to trying to make it look like a really high-res modern video game. I think that if you go too fancy with it, it doesn't work. A good example is like I like these kind of clouds. Like they're very cloudy, but they're still cubes. They look like Super Mario World clouds kind of deal, or some sort of mix of Super Mario and Minecraft. If they're not realistic, like I don't need Minecraft to have a realistic sky block. Now that said, I think that sometimes you can have a realistic sky block in something like The End, where there's like pixelated stars and maybe some like Northern Lights type stuff. And even Northern Lights happening in the sky here is cool, but that's not clouds. Like that's just like a lighting effect. I think keeping the lighting effects minimal is the key to a good shader pack. All right, so there's the feel. Imagine that with some depth in it. So same idea. Actually, let's see if I can get into a position. I moved my concept art. That's good. Not bad. It's much wider at the base. So mine looks a little bit different. Much wider at the base. And I'm also keeping my top not as tall because I wanted this to be, I wanted mine to be more of a squat looking build. Okay, so that is in place. I'll do maybe the inside towers on these as well. At least on these. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, three, four. I don't think that's in the middle. Nope. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I put that in the wrong spot? Did. sort of gives us a feel for where the inside is going to be. Maybe I'll do that over here too. Just where we're working on the bracket. Good to know where the inside wall would be. And knowing that these walls have got some depth, I think, also helpful. I feel like minimum I've been making my walls 5 deep. So these are actually quite thin. So the elevators would have to come up in this space here. So that's why I don't think they can be in line with these. Well, maybe. Right in the middle. Potentially. We could have the elevators just layered right on top. I mean, I think one of the things to do is just to build one. See how it looks and feels. They've been modernizing and unspaghettifying the rendering code for the past year. Now they're moving away from OpenGL to Vulkan. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little while yet before we see any really big improvements. The thing is, like, Minecraft has to do something, because one of the things that I definitely experience is, I don't want to say it's Minecraft burnout. It's more like I just get so tired of looking at pixelated graphics. You know, the pixelated textures, I know that pixel art is its own little thing, but I just, when there's other games out there, like I'm playing a platformer right now on Xbox, and it's called Mio, and it's an acronym. I'm trying to remember the MIO. I'm trying to remember what it's actually for, but it's really good. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's very similar to Ori and the Blind Forest, or less so something like Hollow Knight, but it's beautiful, and it's just a 2D side scroller. And it's stylized, but Minecraft, I think, has got a lot of potential to allow for stuff like that. If, you know, and I should say, Minecraft has got a lot of potential in terms of its lighting to be brought up to speed. I don't see them ever changing the pixelated graphics, because that's like that's the calling card of Minecraft. But I get so, memories in orbit. That's the acronym. Thanks, SweetSandi. It's really good for people that are looking to check it out. It's on Game Pass, so you can play it if you're subscribed to Game Pass. I think the thing that I'm really hoping for is Minecraft to stay modern looking and modern feeling. I shouldn't say stay, is to become modern looking and modern feeling. Because right now it's without shaders, it really doesn't hold up to modern games. That's why Hytale, I think, was so much fun to explore around in, is because it looked so new. Dad from Bear subscribing at tier 1, first sub in a while. Thanks very much. 43 months, that's amazing. I mean on the channel, not first sub from you in a while. Okay, so we've got that laid in. Potentially we'd have a flat floor. So we could try to put an elevator there. You know what? That's only a short distance. Let's do it. Let's do, what do I need? Honey blocks. Honey blocks, lights, terracotta, water. Do I have water buckets? Soul sand. Do I need 1 or 2? I think I need 2. These corner ones are much easier to build. No, there's only one water column. Right. Class. That's the other thing. SweetSandi gifting a tier 1 sub to Mint Refresh. Thanks so much, Sandy. Appreciate that. That is, along with the 100 bits from MindTripMedia, a hype train. Thanks very much, folks. If you want to jump in on the hype train, it's 100 bits, a tier 1 sub, or a gift sub, or prime sub. Didn't know my shaders have rainbows? Yeah, it's only after it rains, which is fun. And, I mean, makes sense. Oh, I needed more rockets. This is where I really want like a proper cover pack for Minecraft. I feel like what I'm doing is something that would greatly benefit from not a happy ghast. I'm not going to be able to smoosh out the front of these places anymore and get to where I need to go. Oh, I needed panes too. Crap. Yeah, in terms of movement mechanics, I would really like to have 0.5 rockets, like duration 0.5 rockets, or like a hover pack or something, like just something in between flying and the happy ghast. You're not sure about what's going on with the sub on Twitch, Mitt? If you have that question, there are probably others that have a question. You can now use the emotes in chat. Your badge will go up every time that you stay a sub, all the way up to the space keystone. SweetSandi's got the space keystone. Nadila's got the water keystone. I don't see anybody in between today, but there's earth, air, fire, water, space. Kind of like a Infinity Stone inspired design. And then you get access to the Discord. But you have to connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts, and there's a link there in chat from Sandy to do that. And you can stay in the Discord for the full month. And even then, there's like a grace period. When the Twitch sub runs out, you don't get kind of bumped right away. And if you like it there, then you could continue to sub and stay in the Discord. Or you can go to patreon.com/JoelDuggan and join the Discord that way for only $2 a month. And still have all the same Discord access. You just don't have the emotes here on the channel. I need to start making more emotes. The fact that I've only got 4 or 5 is kind of Silly. All right, let's put in this. I think let's just go straight up from where it is. There's the hole. This is going to be the hole. So if we look at how we designed that one down there, the water goes behind the hole. So that's the hole. These are honey blocks. That's the water. This goes up. So that's the water. And then we've got, I want to say the frog lights are down here. That's the hole. Honey blocks are up here. And then we need, I guess, lights. I don't remember where I put them. Underneath. And then every other block. Two and three. Starting to remember how this went together now. Been a minute since I made the ones down on the first floor. That's going to be the soul sand. feel like I've got that right. Cool. Stream has reached an hour. Man, that was fast. I take a break once an hour, folks, and Sandy has been kind enough to remind me. So I'm going to do that. I'll step away, maybe reheat my coffee. You can grab a friend, grab a snack. If you're watching this later on Joel Duggan VODs, then maybe sub to the channel. You'll get notifications whenever I post a new VOD. Generally, they're about 24 hours after I stream live on Twitch, but great way to catch up if you're behind. I'll be right back. All right, let's see if we can get this temporary elevator in and see how it looks and feels. There's a gap, and then there's glass. That goes up like this. This is going to stay honey. That's the hole we travel through. Whoops. So where it is right now, it probably won't work because it might have to be brought in a little bit. And then the outside is a combination of two stripes of these. No, it's just singles. Okay, so I've got too many blocks. We'll do temporary stone. So it starts on the bottom one. And then this would go up 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Nope, probably a little bit higher. Now I just need some end rods, which I don't have up here, of course. And it does sort of look cool if we decide to keep it. If we expose them in any way, that could be kind of fun. Oh, that's the wrong spot. Oops. I should get kelp before I do anything else. Where do I keep that? Maybe over here. There we go. Same issue we have. It's not the best. Not the best. That all works well. Oh, that's not yellow. That's orange. I remember that now. I still haven't figured out how to fix that. So the idea would be that without elytra, you could come in here. Oh, I screwed up and washed away some of my ender rods. Come up here. Oh, get off the elevator. Come around to this elevator. Go up here. Go through some sort of door here. And then get up in this elevator and go all the way up to the 4th floor. I mean, it's not bad. It's just a matter of whether it's going to look good in the design. And it requires me to have this kind of walkway. Which I don't know if I'm super in love with. I'd say a minimum of that wide. chances are the outside wall is going to need to be, I guess it'd be here. Or that's the inside wall. It makes you wish that we could have elevators in Minecraft where you can kind of get off wherever you want. That aren't ginormous and bulky and required to flip trapdoors and stuff like that. I've done something similar with bubble columns in the South Port Martin city, but they're very short, and you end up going up the building like a zigzag, like back and forth, and it's not the most pleasant experience as a player. I feel like the side elevators do fine. What's the difference other than location? I don't know what you mean. These ones you approach at an angle. The ones in here, so these ones have 2 water columns in the corners. So you don't go in straight to this one. Actually, that's where you come out. At the bottom here, you have to go in and up against that corner or up against the other corner. And I've got some weird blocks in there. Whereas these ones, you can just walk in straight and you're perpendicular to the elevator. Whereas this one, you have to be on a 45-degree in it. I'm not sure, I guess the easiest way is to show you. So like from here, I can just go right in here and back in. I have to exit on an angle, because if I try to exit out the front, what happens is, well, I guess without this little bump here, I don't hit my head. So you don't have enough space usually to hit this. It's trial and error. So you kind of have to go out this way. But on this one, in order to use this, I have to be, it's like if I just back in straight, I have to be in the corner. I can't go up the middle of it. I have to go up the either side. Your hitbox has to go into that corner or into that corner. Yeah, it's because the distance between here and there is shorter than the distance between here and there. Right? The diagonal on the square is longer. And so when you're coming out of these ones, you're coming out at an angle. So you have to exit that way, which, I mean, like, that's, we want to go in one of those directions anyway. It's just something you have to get used to. But I do find that with these ones, I don't always get up there correctly either. Like sometimes I fall on those ones too. So if we do have something like this, then I have to think about what's going to happen here. And that's going to require some more room, which is going to affect how I design that bracket on the outside. So let's make some changes here. Maybe we don't have this at all. Probably actually brought that too far up. I brought that too high. That needs to be down a block, but that's fine. I need stuff that I don't have here. Yes, the modern city was built before honey blocks were a thing. And so the modern city you just get wet. Like you go into the water. And we just decided that it would be kind of like a Minecraft sacrifice from a design perspective to have these weird bubble elevators. Because there's no way to really do elevators in Minecraft that are quick and functional without a mod. Does Create have elevators? It must. I just happened to notice what time of day it was, so I thought I'd come get a couple stacks. I think the biggest pain in the butt about this is that the XP is too slow. Oh, I only have a few cyan terracotta. Let me re-dye. This is the other problem with a build this tall. You tend to forget stuff. And we do have a data pack from Vanilla Tweaks that allows us to re-dye glass and terracotta, just to save time. Okay, so if I was going to have these things here, I would need a door to get out into this space. This does not have to be that wide, but it needs to be wide enough that this is not an issue. I guess the door should be 3 wide. don't think I like that. Maybe only 2. That's too close. Yeah, I want to go that way. Maybe we try to do a corner door? That's going to be really tricky. Walls in here are generally a mix of quartz and cyan. That's not terrible. Do we want that to be like that? That's not awful. And then this could be something else entirely. Because that would give us some depth here to put like lights and stuff in. So this could be more of the bracket maybe. Maybe this is where we can tie in this color. Oops. Can I bring this all the way down maybe? If I do that, I think we have to not have this zigzag. Oops. Maybe it connects this way? No. Yeah, that feels weird. I feel like this should be yellow maybe? trying to think about the other design cues that I've been using. We've been using the chiseled quartz around the elevators. Lemon Venom, hello. How's it going? Create has elevators? Cool. Yeah, it's too bad that Minecraft can't figure that out. I shouldn't say they can't figure that out. It's more like they're making an active choice not to have it in the game, right? I'm at the stage in this build where I feel like I'm making a lot of visual sacrifice to make this function. So this is not really kind of where I wanted this to be, but trying to go with the flow. What did I do with all my... Did I use up all the yellow terracotta? Yes, I did. Where could we hide a crafting table in all of these bays? I find it very tedious to come over here and use the crafting table. We need to make some more smooth quartz. I don't know if I like it like that. I don't know, it feels like an afterthought. That's a little bit better. And maybe we can change the floor a little bit. Oh, maybe not. I also want to illuminate this somehow. Oh, come on. Hmm. Maybe having some glass up there would be good. Got some room. Blue Crow, hello. What else do I want? I'm just basically seeing if I can make this look good. 90 blocks. See, I'm even finding that I'm traveling back and forth to this spot here. I'm finding like this route too far. So I'm wondering if I'm going to find that the same. It's no different than the first to the second floor, though. That's not bad. That's a little weird. I could do stairs, maybe? Wilma, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, those are smooth stairs. Whoops. I know it feels a little convoluted, but I guess if I echoed that in here, we could change this. That could end up being more light. That's no longer outside. This is all going to have a second layer on the outside anyway. Ah, that feels kind of hidden. Not quite what I want. And there's so few blocks that you can put behind glass that they won't link to. I guess we could just leave it. Still not my favorite. I feel like it needs something at the top too. It looks better open, but then I have to deal with how to get the glass to work the way that I want to. I wish you could control that. That would be so nice. I know you can with like a debug stick, but whoops. Yeah, I don't know. It feels strange. Not my favorite. Three. We would make this a little bit more decorative, but that's essentially what we'd be looking at, something like that. Came over from the Spawn Shunks. Listened to the newest episode while on a longer car trip. Really loved your conversation with Cub Fan. Oh, thanks. That's awesome. Yeah, we had a really good time talking to Cub. I think he had a good time talking with us too. Thanks for listening, and thanks for checking out the stream. I wonder if it's the gray that's throwing me off. Whoops. Maybe this needs to be yellow all the way. That's getting there. Maybe not that. Unless we wanted to divide the wall up with like a stripe the whole way. If you time it right, it feels pretty slick. A little bit more subtle. What if we had stuff coming down from the top? Maybe without the lights? going to want to add some lights, but maybe what we need to do is add the lights in here. Oh, that looks kind of funny. A bit bright. Now I gotta start to think about what it might look like from this side. That might... That's tricky because that's the outside. Feels kind of narrow. And that's going to be exposed, so whatever that is, it might have to be the wall color. The light above the doorway? You mean this? What I removed? Or the light in here? Yeah, the corner gets really dark. Yeah, what I removed, yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe I've just got the wrong color. Maybe I can do more with pearlescent. Nah. Yeah, it's definitely missing something. That's kind of cool. So you're thinking go back to having something here? I remember what I need. I need more white glass. Oh, wow. Mint, thanks very much for being here. Enjoy the sub. Make sure you jump in on the Discord. Great to see you. Cheers. Oh, but then that's... Well, I don't need these if I'm lighting with end rods. Don't need these. Oh, there's a hole there. I feel like the lights worked a little bit better when they were lower. Were they higher? I feel like they were higher. Yeah, if I do that, I don't need these. Yeah, I'm not liking that either. Lost track of time. Yeah, I did too. Take another short break. I mean, honestly, we could maybe have an elevator right here. Right? Like, it doesn't have to be... Like, we could just put an elevator straight here. We'd have to find a way to get out of it, but it would be doable. I'd probably want to bring it back far enough that we would come up in this space. That's very tight. Because then we wouldn't have to walk all the way over here. Although the view when you get up here from the elevator of whatever this could be kind of fun. Rather than this view is not great. I think facing that is probably better. Anyway, I'm going to step away for a short bit, as I did before. If you're new to the stream, consider following. Maybe tell a friend that we're live. I'll be right back. So we're getting down to a point in the stream where I'd like to try to get something done, but I feel like I've made some progress, but I feel like I've also done more things I don't like. I'm wondering if maybe we'll take some time to redo a floor or something. Because this is just not working right now. I wonder what this is going to look like from the outside. I guess we'll have to figure out what this is going to have. We'll probably have another layer on it. What do we do before we did concrete, it looks like? Yeah. We'll get more stuff. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of the same feeling we got down here. We're just farther away from it. Down here. I may end up going back and replacing this stuff with quartz, but... We'll see what a light blue railing looks like in there, too. So it looks like it starts in the corners. Oh, that's going to be weird. I guess we should start with a rod. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. That doesn't feel too narrow, so that's good. How does it look from down here? Maybe take a break and visit the warden? Sandy just wants to see me meet my end. But I don't like seeing the yellow. We'll have to figure out how to cover that up. I need to put in a temporary floor up here. At this level. Which is going to change this. I guess I just remove one of these. Yeah. Nope. Nothing to stand on. So I don't think we've built one this tall before, so that might be kind of cool to see if that makes a big difference. Why is that farther out than that? Because this is wrong. Is it? Shouldn't it be 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, this is wrong. That's going to change the height. We lower by a block. But all we did down there was just add another little part to it. And that makes sense, I think. So this is going to have to come out because this is going to have to change. I'm going to want to cover that quartz up with something, I think. Need a wetsuit? Yeah. All right, let's switch gears a little bit and take a look at this. So something I mentioned at the start of the stream was that this needed to be bulkier around here. Blue Shade, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So I need to cover this up. doesn't really help. I think that that's going to have to change. It's the yellow. I don't know if we can keep it yellow. I missed. That might be okay. Whoops. That doesn't look the best coming through here. I don't think I want to bring this in anymore. I feel like I've brought that in, it would be weird. Yeah, that's gonna have to come out a little bit more, I think. If the new wall on the inside is going to be here, yeah, that doesn't leave a lot of room. The bracket starts to come in there. I feel like that could be higher. Yeah. Maybe we'll line that up with the bottom of the walkway. So you see what I'm trying to do is create like some sort of metal support pocket that this thing is like sitting into. And we'll be able to use stairs and slabs and stuff. I'm just kind of roughing it in with blocks right now. Free cam helps a lot. It really helped with West Hill, and it really helps in a build like this. It saves so much time. I also think it's a better experience from a stream perspective. I think it's rather than me zipping around and turning around with a rocket all the time, I think it's a little bit easier on viewers too. That's sort of getting there. I really want it to feel weighty. I don't think we're going to be using deep slate. I think we might want to use something else. I think this will be deep slate, but I don't know about this part. Maybe I should just make that stone for now. Yeah. A little bit better. Oh, this is going to go everywhere. Oh no, it's just a couple. All right, let's test it. Elevator to the top. Not bad. Not bad. Concrete, go. Well, I've definitely lost some scaffolding over the course of the stream, that's for sure. Not bad is close to good. That's like that. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. Oh, I didn't lose it. I've got scaffolding there. I'm getting there. I mean, obviously we can refine the shape of this and fix all that stuff, but it's almost too bad that we're not going to be able to see all this. But this is feeling sturdier. Like, do you see what I'm trying to do here? Like, this really feels like it's being held up more. So I'm trying to have like a, I can't remember what, I mean, if you're building a deck, they're called hangers, but I'm doing like an industrial size sci-fi, you know, molded metal thing that this would sit in to then support the roof. If that makes any sense? Anywho, I need to run. That is going to be the end of my stream today, but I will send you along to somebody else playing Minecraft. Let's see who's live. I've got Rendog. I've got Slice Lime, Griffin Prime, Short Zelda. Any preferences from chat? Any of my regular stream folks that you want me to send you along to? Happy to do it. Let me know. In the meantime, you can check out things like the Spawn Chunks podcast. New episode's going to be recording on Monday. The Citadel Cafe has a brand new episode out right now. That's 502. That was published on the weekend, last weekend, so you can listen to that. We should have a new episode of the Citadel Cafe recording live in my Discord on Thursday the 12th. So if you are part of the Discord, as I think some of you are now, you can look forward to partaking in that. It's one of the benefits of subbing to me here on Twitch or subscribing on patreon.com/JoelDuggan. You'll also get access to things like the Citadel Cafe when I do it live with Steven. Usually on, we have been doing Wednesdays, but he's back in Korean class now. So it's going to be Thursdays, probably the first or second Thursday of the month is what we're aiming for as far as regular recordings for the Citadel Cafe. It's going to be once a month. That's the plan. So yeah, that's going to be where we go. Let's head over to Rendog. Rendog is always a good time. Looks like they're building some cool stuff on the Hermitcraft server. And again, thanks very much for the support today, folks. The subs and the bits, really, really appreciate it. If you got a gift sub, connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts. Join us in the Joel Duggan Discord. Hang out in between streams. Find out when the next stream is going to be, which should be Tuesday. And I will see you all later. Thanks very much. Bye for now.